Hi, this is Dr. Tim Langley. I'm a chiropractor in Marietta, Georgia. This particular video is primarily directed to chiropractic students and maybe chiropractors desperate for a different way to practice. My practice in Marietta is what's called a membership practice. In fact, we coined the term the membership practice several years ago. It was obvious to me when I got out of school that one, I didn't want to take insurance. I was married to a chiropractor at the time, a great chiropractor, who was dealing with sort of the problems that we were having in the healthcare business relative to insurance, and of course it only got worse from then and moving forward to now. But now especially, the whole insurance scenario is different than it ever was, and by the time you finish graduating chiropractic school, whether you're in the last year of your chiropractic school or your first year, practice is going to be different when you come into the practice. There'll be several consultants that'll tell you that you need to get x-ray, you need to get physical therapy equipment, you need to be able to take care of any kind of problems that come into your office. And that may work for some people, but since I've been talking to people about the membership practice, I've talked to so many chiropractors who started in that realm and either ended up going broke or hating practice because it wasn't necessarily what they got into chiropractic for. And then, there are groups that'll actually help you build a practice. They'll help you set up and everything, so supposedly a turnkey situation, and they'll sell you that system for say as much as $250,000 to $300,000. Well, most of you are going to be coming out of school with $200,000 in debt, and to add another $300,000, $500,000. What kind of? My question is always, what kind of business am I going to have to do to cover a $500,000 debt obligation? Having been a banker in a previous lifetime, I can tell you that's a tough nut to cut. So, my practice, the membership practice, we don't take insurance. We don't take x-rays. If you choose to take x-rays, that's fine. If it's part of your technique approach, I understand that. That is not necessarily germane to the membership practice. The concept of the membership practice is simply to make it simple and easy and to remove as many barriers to the consumer coming into your office as possible. At our office, we charge $69 a month for an individual to come in. And we do have them sign up for a one-year membership, and then after that they go month to month. A family can pay as much as $129 a month. Set that up on automatic debit from their credit card or their checking account. And what that does is it removes another source of interference between you and your client. It removes another source of overhead. You don't have to have a CA to collect that. It's just deposited into your account on a monthly basis. We don't take appointments here. Well, the first appointment, when someone comes in to get started, we do make an appointment so that we're ready for you and expecting you. But we don't play games with 2-day or 3-day or 4-day report of findings. Over the 11 years that I've been practicing and the 20 years that I've been exposed to chiropractic, it seems like most of those 2 and 3 and 4-day reports of findings are designed really more to fit your prospective client or patient into a close, work them into a situation where you've scared the hell out of them. They've got a terrible problem, and the only way that you can fix it is with a 100-visit care plan that's going to cost them $5,000 or $6,000, and so you've got to properly prepare them for that. With this kind of practice, folks come in on the first day, and they walk into my office. Mine is a physically small office, and I can tell them, and I sort of jokingly say, this is probably different than any kind of chiropractic office that you've been in, and you can look around and you can see that. And then I proceed to tell them what chiropractic is, and that it is the only profession where someone locates and corrects the source of interference, the major source of interference in how your body functions, and that when you have that interference removed, you function at a higher level. And I tell them that chiropractors are the only ones that can do that, to locate and remove that particular source of interference, and we know that to be a subluxation. So people don't need insurance to come here. We don't have crazy care plans. We offer unlimited care at a fixed fee. We don't require appointments. We have hours. We have set hours, and we tell people what the hours are, and we tell them what we think they need, and then we let them be responsible for their own health. And it's amazing how when you do that, people will take it seriously. And our concept is that we want to remove as much interference from their life and make their life as simple as possible. And by making our practice as simple as possible, we make coming to the chiropractor as simple as possible. And what I've found since doing this is that folks like coming to the chiropractor. Folks like getting adjusted. A lot of my chiropractor friends admonish me and say, well, what if they want to come in 3 times a week? And I say, well, what if they want to come in 5 times a week? I don't have a problem with that. If someone's subluxated, I want to check them and I want to correct their subluxation. And guess what? If they're not subluxated and they come in and they lay down on the table, they're not going to get adjusted. I'll check them and I'll tell them. And then I'll tell them that they don't need to come in as often. So what I have found is that most people don't really want to be in the chiropractic office every day. They don't even want to be in the chiropractic office 3 times a week. But they do want to get adjusted on a regular basis, and they enjoy how it makes them feel, and the membership practice is designed specifically for that. Now, particularly for you students, you're going to be coming out of school with a heavy debt, and it's not like you're going into a hospital situation where you've got an immediate income. Some of you will associate and make too little for too long before you end up having to start your own practice, so you're behind the 8 ball by the time you start your own practice. Some of you will buy a practice from someone. Dr. Fernandez used to say that, when you buy someone's practice, you buy old patients, old employees, and old equipment, all of which you end up having to replace. So you've paid several $100,000 to someone to basically start your practice over. Or you're going to start your own practice. The great thing about a membership practice is that you can start the practice with as little as $5,000 or $10,000 cash. Many of you will get that much in cash at graduation just from gifts and so forth. So it's a great way to start. It's a great way to generate good, steady, reliable income almost right off the bat. And if you're diligent about talking to people about chiropractic, you're going to fill your office up. People will stay for a lot longer. Your income will be predictable over a long period of time. You'll be able to take vacations, and you'll be able to take the heavy salesmanship out of being a chiropractor. Chiropractic sells itself if people understand what the concept is. And the beauty of the membership practice is when somebody walks in your door, you know they want chiropractic care, and you know that you've got at least an 80% shot of signing them up as a client. And there's nothing better than having a stable of long-term clients that love coming in and getting adjusted and taking all of the stress off of being a chiropractor. So, if I can ever help you with either getting started in practice or giving you some hints on what's worked for me and some other folks doing this type thing, feel free to let me know. I'm in Marietta, Georgia. You can find me. You can either look up the membership practice. You can look up Dr. Tim Langley in Marietta, Georgia. You can look up Marietta Chiropractor. You'll find us, and you can find me on Facebook under the membership practice or under Langley Chiropractic or under Tim Langley. So this is Dr. Tim Langley. Feel free to give me a call or let me know if I can help you in any way. Bye-bye.